Power Stadium here in Cincinnati. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Tennessee Titans and the Cincinnati Bengals. Here's the kicker, Zane Gonzalez, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Cincinnati. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. They'll start out here with a jet sweep, and he will lose.
Why are they doing this?
At the 23-yard line.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11 at the 23-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. This defense for the Titans, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They're going to look to throw. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The Bengals had 10-5 to start play, and they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. He had a great strong move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, throw the fucking ball.
And that'll fall incomplete. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front They won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Herbert. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. That's big Cameron Hayward adding another sack to his career total. On now is the Titans punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is taken at about the 14. A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And as these guys interplay in Week 17, we know one thing. They are playoff bound, but they want to win that division title. They told us that is a goal that's been posted in their locker room since day one. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Extra point by Blankenship. It's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Titans offense set to begin the drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Herbert.
Oh, good play.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Certainly worth noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 right at the 40. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw here, Herbert.
Oh, good.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Herbert now. In trouble, and he's taken down. Josh Allen has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Here we go on 4th. Herbert. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Bengals will get the football back. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Moore, the man in motion. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
God damn, bro. Throw the fucking ball.
Titans able to bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. They'll set up to throw.
Oh.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw.
Throw the ball.
This is going to be
You don't got to cut back for a 20-yard throw.
So far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now. They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He gets it complete to Harris. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
The Bengals with 2 extra DBs. A nickel look on 3rd.
Blanket in the passing lanes.
Now it's Herbert. That's caught by the tight end, Harrison Bryant. He's going to have the first down and then some. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun.
There you go. Right.
Down to about the 45.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Harris going to get it again on second down. He won't find a ton of space following the display of power as he's down just inside the 45. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. The Titans on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Herbert.
Oh, no. Oh, no. What kind of animation was that? Oh, that's terrible, man.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone. That's caught. It's Austin left side. Touchdown. Calvin Austin hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Titans are an extra point away from drawing level. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken at the goal line. Oh, good-looking return set up here. The 40. 20.
Third one.
10. 5.
Yee.
Will score.
Third one this year.
I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were in the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. Finding Harris over the middle. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Play action. It's Herbert. It's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew's got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
Of course.
A sea of defenders have intercepted. And the Titans will have solid
Quarterback don't cock the ball back like
that,
man.
At their 45-yard line.
Don't.
So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
On 2nd down, this is Harris, and he'll get it down here to the 43. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key 1st downs and big.
And this is taken in at the 5. A big play that time for the Titans. And even 40 yards. They'll try and run with Harris. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Keion Crossen. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get him next time out.
And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. An excellent way to start the drive there at 18 yards. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And he'll go right back to Andrews. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Back to throw again. That'll be caught by Kupp. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Blankenship's kick is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And solid field position here to start as they get this out to the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they'll have time for 1 play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. The final shot before the break for Herbert. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find
why my 7-man blitz?
our EA Sports halftime
Don't get
report.
that,
Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Throwing right, and that's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. It's brought in by Harris. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 41. Back to throw here, Herbert. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 2nd down and 5. Herbert back to the air. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. He'll get it inside the 20. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 17-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Herbert now. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Jalen Thompson picks it, and the Bengals are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
They were well aware of the scoreboard as they went into halftime, and they know how tough it's been to put up any kind of points. But if there's a positive after that play, is that they were able to take a shot at the end zone on their opening drive of this half. The negative, though, that shot at 6 ended in an interception, and we know that's not going to jumpstart this struggling offense.
And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. 122 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Not sure exactly what he saw that made him decide to hand it off, but a great decision and a fantastic run.
From our vantage point, what he saw was a defense that got out of its lanes, got out of its gaps, and they were pretty much running to the quarterback, viewing him as the bigger threat. And look at that wide open space, and he rumbled for big-time yardage.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. first down. Here's Mitchell. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
Man, go over the top.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week, he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week, he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spend a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
After the made field goal, here's Blankenship again. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
3rd and 2, Herbert. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Josh Allen getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. They snap it to Herbert.
I missed him.
Complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. So certainly an interest.
Oh, wow.
To go for it. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. And am I seeing this correctly? They brought out the field goal team here on 1st down. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And the lead will hold at 13. Mr. Davis, you're a football lifer, my friend. You've called games at the highest level. You know head coaches inside and out. Please explain that one to me. Speechless. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. On 1st and 10, Herbert. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. 7 yards there on the 1st down screen play. We have played 3 quarters. Second down and 3. Harris running straight ahead. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually...
Why you not right there, bro?
Bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they keep handing it to him.
That close on third down, I think everybody probably expecting a run. Instead, they go to the air on third and short yardage.
I realize this is a passing league, and they're liable to throw the ball on any down and distance. But that short, I do question the call. Run the football and pick it up.
Fourth down for Herbert. Desperation time.
Oh,
He's got
God.
to hook up with Diggs. And he is going to pick up the Titans' first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Herbert.
Oh my gosh. What kind of glitch route is that? I was guarding outside too.
Stephon Diggs. 32 yards. And the Titans have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Now this is going to be returned from the...
Oh, that was it.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Bengals drive about to get going. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback, because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
Right back to Mitchell on second down. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 149 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Gonna run the sweep here. This is Kupp. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Let's go now.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw.
You mother.
They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Oh, the dude can throw it to the middle.
And the Titans are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On first down, it's Herbert. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Keion Crossen. And the Bengals are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. One side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice, consistent gain.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. So still 14 yards to go, second down. That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Andrews. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And now third down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there. A touchdown on a kick return and now one through the air. And the Bengals are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. And the formula there on the 2-point, trying to go 5 wide, not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Now Herbert. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Josh Allen in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Herbert going to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Herbert to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be
Look at my safety, bro.
Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely four-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Herbert. He'll find Bryant, his tight end. It's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 45-yard line. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Herbert. Going deep for Diggs. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Jalen Thompson picks it, and the Bengals are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Slot man moves right. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Yet again, targeting and finding Mark Andrews. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Well, Charles, a very simple mission anytime that you play on your home turf, and that is to defend your home.
It's that heat, boy. Yeah, my day ones here to dance it up again. So you know it's only right, that's how we eat. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Know when you riding like we riding with each other. Ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other. Ain't no I in this. Tell them line it up. Like a 4th and 1, we sneaky when we slide up. Y'all on offense with no defense, now y'all time is up. We make the hits, y'all take the hits, and now we fired up. 3, 2, 1, don't need no break. Hut 1, hut 2, give it straight, that's how I like it. And we grind it every night to make it hit, now it's exciting. See, they just getting cake, they ain't never gonna get no ice. And all we want is chips, ring fingers looking ice. My day ones here to dance it up again. So you know it's only right, that's how we end. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team.